Uncharted is a fun movie. It's not Uncharted like the game, but it's an okay movie. Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, they did a pretty good job. Not a bad movie, but it's not Uncharted. Uncharted, starring Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, is a fun action movie, adventure movie based off the Uncharted video game. You have Tom Holland as Nathan Drake as he looks for his brother, and Mark Wahlberg, who is has this big heist, or not a heist, but partially a heist, and he needs someone to help him pull this off. And he looks for Tom Holland's Nathan Drake to do so. The story, pace wise, it's not bad pacing. The action scenes are really good, and they do have an Uncharted feel to them. Especially the beginning scene of the movie, and then towards parts of the plane scene, and in the scene, are you really feel like it feels like you're taking some. They took stuff from the Uncharted game, and it has that feel. Action in action wise, that they did a pretty good job. The action scenes were fun, no real shaky cam stuff, and I gotta say, they did good on that part. Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. When I was watching the movie, seeing him perform, I kind of felt like I was still seeing Peter Parker Spider Man. He does not have Nathan Drake. Like Nolan North, he just did such a good job when in doing the voice work in Nathan Drake in the Uncharted games. And when you watch this movie, Tom Holland has none of that. None of that Nathan Drakeism. It just seems to be a kid, young Tom Holland. There is a scene where it go back in time, no spoilers, but you got kind of an Uncharted feel between the relationships, but as you get to older Nathan Drake with Tom Holland, it's just not pulling off. I do have to mention that the banter between Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, and even Sophie Taylor, really good. Sophie Taylor as Chloe is very close to Chloe. Chloe is one of my favorite characters in Uncharted, and I really love this character. And Sophie Turner really played. Oh, really? Sophie Taylor. My bad. Taylor, not Turner. Really did a good job with Chloe. I felt like there was a little bit of Chloe when I watched Sophie play this character. She was funny at times. She acted kind of like Chloe. So she did a good job. I think there was a good job on that part. Mark Wahlberg as Sully, like I said, it just wasn't there, but they did enough quirky funniness and the back and forth like in the Uncharted games that it's okay. It's not that pristine like Uncharted the game, but it was sustainable. It was satiable at it. It was satiable. It's not the Uncharted. It's good between them, but it's just not. It's still like I said, this movie is not Uncharted, but it's still a fun, watchable movie. Antonio Banderas as the villain was pretty good. Typical Antonio Banderas. There is a twist in the scene, but with Antonio Banderas as the villain, I mean, he did a good job. I mean, he was okay. I mean, I didn't see nothing. Typical gravitas and everything. So with Antonio Banderas, it was fine. Um, I don't have any problems with the story. The story is basically Uncharted 3 and pretty much 4. If you really want to be honest, it's basically Uncharted 3 and 4 with the scenes they took. And most of the scenes they took were from 3 and 4. So, like I said, story wise, it's not really bad. I mean, it has some good twists in there. There is an end credit scene after the credit scene. So I don't see it being just not good. It's just not Uncharted good. If you can kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to say. And about Chloe, it's Sophia Taylor, not Sophie. It's Sophia Taylor who played Chloe. And there's Tati who plays the female villain in the movie. I love her. I've loved her since Sabrina, and she plays a good villain. She's really good. She really sells the villainous. She sells she just has a presence to her. And with Sophia Taylor and Tati, they really push the movie forward. They kind of carry the movie in some ways. They kind of carry it. And with her as a villain, as a second villain to Antonio Banderas, the sidekick, as she's doing most of the ground and the footwork and the muscle work with her henchmen. And one of the henchmen, the Scottish henchman, is actually really funny. He's pretty hilarious. But with her, she brings good life to the film. Tati brings like really good life to the film as her villain character. And I have to say, it makes Uncharted an enjoyable movie because of those two female characters. It kind of anchors, kind of moves Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg in the movie. It gives the movie more depth. With if it was just Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg by themselves, if you didn't have those two female characters in the movie, I think the movie would have felt flat a lot faster. But when you have the villain that's really good, and you have the other female character which comes in and kind of progresses the movie, I mean, it kind of just fills in a little gaps because Sophia plays Chloe pretty accurately. Not as accurate as the game is. Chloe's just so much depth in the game. She's not there, but it's pretty close. It's close. Not like, probably about Chloe in the game, Sophia Taylor, kind of about right there. So those are the concepts with the two. I know I'm talking about these two females, but they really do a good job in the movie. They have some really good scenes in the movie too. So that plane scene, that action sequence in that plane, it has parts to it. That is a really damn good scene. So I can't take that away. Do you see in the trailers that pirate ship scene? You see it out in the movie. Really good. So I can't take that away from the Uncharted movie. They did a good job with the action. It engages you in the movie. The two female characters in the movie push the movie forward. Antonio Banderas is good. It's just enough to keep a good movie, even though it does not have the spirit of Uncharted. So are the things that I have with Uncharted at this time. With Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Sophia Taylor Ali, Tati Gabrielle, and Antonio Banderas, the cast in the movie is pretty decent. Two female characters really bring the movie out. Tom Holland's not Nathan Drake right now. He's going to have to do some improvement. Mark Wahlberg's not Sully. You see glimpses of it coming out, but they've got work to really capture that Uncharted. If you're an Uncharted fan like me, and I am a massive Uncharted fan, I've played every game on the PlayStation. I own every game on the PlayStation. And it's hard to take in. It's hard, man. It's really hard to get that feel. And like, it's hard. wow, it's the movie's not Uncharted, but you should see the movie. It's a decent movie. It's a fun movie, but it is not Uncharted. Tom Holland is not Nathan Drake right now, and you know what? Mark Wahlberg as Sully. This is gonna take some time, but it's just to capture what that game has done. It's a big task. It's a big task, and you know, maybe in the next movie, I'm willing to watch the next. If they make another movie, I'm willing to watch it because I did enjoy myself. I didn't really just start like it's gotta be Uncharted. It's gotta be Uncharted. I just accepted that it probably is not gonna be Uncharted, and it wasn't. But it was a good movie. The two females really brought the movie out. So, and it's a hard pill to swallow right now. But if you're an Uncharted fan and you just if you really want Uncharted to feel like it is from the game, you're not going to get out of this movie. But if you don't care, you want a fun movie, it's a fun movie. I had fun. Stay for the after credit scenes. So, with Uncharted, this is my review. I give it out of 5 stars, a 2.5 out of 5. It's an okay movie. It's not Uncharted. Tom Holland's not Nathan Drake right now. It's gonna take some time. And that's really all I have for this Uncharted film. Coming up with an unboxing of Captain Marvel soon. Or it might be already up right now. More game clips from fighting games that I've been playing. Working on getting some pizzazz to my channel, and hey, if you want to see more, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Tell your friends. I know I haven't been posting a lot, working everything, but I'm gonna try to see if I can at least get a couple in, keep things going. So till then, Calvin Wick, go see Uncharted. It's not bad, just not Uncharted. Peace out.